Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Gina and it's Gina's signature. So, I welcome you all for my tutorial for today. So, this is what we'll be making as you saw on the thumbnail. So, I reversed the style, like I made use of an African print where there was a plain fabric, and where there was a plain fabric, I made use of an African print. So this is what we are going to be working on today, and this came out really beautiful. It's a beautiful African design, and this is the back and that was the front. So if this is what you're interested in, please kindly sit back, relax and enjoy it. So without wasting further ado, I'll be going over to the cutting table quite shortly, and if you have any questions, please kindly feel free to ask me in the comment section. So like I said, I'll be reversing the whole process. So if this is what you're interested in, if you want to make yours, you can go ahead and use the plain fabric. It's going to be coming out pretty much exactly the same way. The only difference is that I made use of an African print where there was supposed to be a plain fabric. Now I folded my fabric into four because I'll be cutting both the front and the back at the same time. So now I'm slanted my shoulder by 1.5 inches, and then for my sleeve opening I came down by about 9 inches. So I'll just come in by about 4 inches and then take that line all the way down to the length of the gown. It's just as if we're cutting a cut together bobo. So for the neck width I made use of 3.5 inches, and then for the neck depth, for that's going to be a V neckline, I made use of 7 inches. So go ahead and cut this out right about now. So just go ahead and then cut it out as you see me doing. So the neckline for the front and the back is going to be the same thing. Then you slope down your shoulders. So now get where I'll be. So I'll just remove the back piece first, and then work on the front because we're going to be doing something for the front. That's where I'll be using that plain fabric that you have on the style. You know, they used an African print, but I'll be using a plain fabric for that. So now you're going to be getting your waist measurement, yeah, as your half length, and then you go up by about, or you go down by about 2 inches or 3. And then from that point you marked, actually I used 2 inches, but I would advise against using 2 inches. Please just make sure you use about half an inch or 1 inch. It's supposed to be like pointed, but I made mine like cornered, four cornered. So, and then at the lower part I came in by about 8 or 9 inches. Should be well and okay. So this is how I cut this out. So now I've done that. So when you open it up, it's going to be looking like this, and I'll be using the plain fabric to replace that. So now I'll just fold back my fabric, and then I'll take that part that I cut out and then cut it out on my plain fabric. I'll be placing it on it and then cut it out on my with my that place that I cut out. I'll just place this on fold and then cut out. So before cutting, I'll just add half an inch all the way around it, like so, before going ahead to cut it out. So just add half an inch all the way and then cut it out like so. So I'll be using this to replace that part in the front. I believe you understand what I mean. So let me open it up and show you. So this is how it's going to be. So just go ahead and then attach it the way you want to attach it. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back to show you. And then cut out facings for the neckline, which I've done here. I've turned my neckline with facings and I've attached this plain fabric right here. So I'm just cutting out the excesses right there. So whatever I did on the front, I've already done at the back. I've used my facing to turn it at the back as well. So later I'll be using my hemming glue to gum that very well. So I went ahead and joined the shoulders. Don't join the side seam first. Just join the shoulders. And then from one point of the v-neck to the other part of the v-neck, I got about 17 inches. So I'm going to be cutting the collar that I'll be making use of to make it beautiful right there. So I'll be using this my plain fabric so that it will go with the plain in the front. But you know, in the main style is an African print was used, or another flowered material was used. So I'm just going to be cutting at about 19 inches. So unfold, And then I'm making use of the neck width of the collar, or the width of the collar. I'm using about 5.5 inches. I'll use half an inch to sew it all the way in, and then so I will left with about 5 inches for the collar. But if you want yours to be bigger, you can go ahead and do that. Yeah, I just felt like this was not what was exactly used, so I didn't want it to look horrible. So, but it actually came out nice, as you're going to be seeing in the progress of the video. So now I just wanted to place it there to see how it's going to be first. If you got to the all the back, you can see the way it is. It went all the way to the back. But now I'm going to be adjusting the collar, because the collar from the picture, it's not like a straight out collar. It was having some designs about that is not straight. So I just went up after folding it by about 2 inches and then carved it out like this, just to give it a bit of a shape, just like what we saw on the thumbnail. So now I'll just use my stay. I'll iron my stay on this, because of course it's a collar. I don't have a gum stay. If not, I would have used that. It would have been more thick, but I didn't want it to be too thick anyway, so I think I'm comfortable with the stay I'm using. So any interfacing you have should work for this. You don't want it being too thick around that area. So I've gone ahead to sew it and then turn it out. So the next thing for me now is to place it. I'll be sewing from inside. Just open it up like this, I just joined it on the shoulders, as you can see. Just open it up, so you'll be seeing both the front and the back necklines. So you're going to be placing it from the inside where the V started. I've already turned my facing, so just sew it then, and then you're going to be top stitching it by flipping it across like this. So it's going to be, the sewing is going to be hidden, it's not going to be obvious. So I'll just use my pins to hold this down, and then go ahead and sew it. You can use about 1/4 of an inch to sew it all the way. So I'm just trying to pin it very well till you get to the other V point at the front of the fabric. So I've gone ahead to do that, and this is what we have. So you can see that it's concealed. The stitches are not showing, and equally at the back as well. So now this is what we have. So the next thing to do is to just sew the sides. But before doing that, I'm going to be attaching an inner belt to the front part. It's going to be having an inner belt, so that if you don't want it too bogus, you can just use it. We all know how to attach our inner belts. I've already had several tutorials on how to do that, but I'm going to be getting the midpoint of my front piece like this. And then for your waist measurement, you divide into 2, and then you put 1/2 on that side and then 1/2 on this other side. So for instance, if your waist is 40 divided by 2, that will give you 20. So when you come here, you do 10 on one side and then 10 on one side. I believe you understand the drift. And when you're placing your belt, just make sure you come down by about your half an inch, your half length, I beg your pardon. So what I used where my design started, I just came up by 2 inches, because I knew that I came down by some inches from my half length. So automatically I got my half length. So just place your belts like so, inside on both sides like that, and then you're good to go. So I'll go ahead and then turn all the way by the sides, and then I've gone ahead to do my cover buttons, because as you saw on the thumbnail, it has cover buttons on the other side of the neckline, that there is no cape or collar. So I've gone ahead to use my fabric to do that, and then I'll be attaching it 3 on the front and then 3 at the back. So that's going to be giving it that beauty that we see. So if you want to use yours a plain fabric, you can go ahead and do that. Just my client chose this style and she wanted to use an African print, and that is why I just felt like, of course, an African print can do the work. So if you enjoyed watching this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share. And if you have any requests or beautiful comments, please kindly leave it in the comment section. There are two styles to this. I'll be bringing up the second tutorial very shortly, but I'll make sure that I'm going to be using the exact same fabric that was used for the other side of the tutorial. See you all on my next tutorial. And like I always say, this is Genius Signatures and I'm signing out. Thank you all and God bless you. See you all on my next tutorial. Kisses. Bye. And to my subscriber that requested for this is one of the two, because you sent two, but I just did one. I'll be doing the next one shortly. Just give me some time and then I'll get back to you, okay? Thank you for the love. I really appreciate you. Bye. And kindly leave beautiful comments. Ciao.